Hey everyone. So when you think about global shipping, all those massive container ships crossing the oceans, you probably think about the stuff that's inside the boxes. But what if the most valuable commodity isn't the cargo at all? What if it's the information about the cargo? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden world of global trade intelligence. Seriously, have you ever wondered how one company seems to have an almost psychic ability to know who their rival suppliers are? Or how they always seem to be one step ahead of big market shifts? Well, it's not some kind of corporate spy movie, and they definitely don't have a crystal ball. Nope. Most of the time, the answer is just data. And the key to this whole universe of business intel, it often starts with something that looks a lot like this. This is a page from the source document for today's explainer, a document that actually sells this kind of information. And it's going to be our guide to understanding how these details can unlock the secrets of global trade. Okay, so to really wrap our heads around this, we have to start with the basics. What exactly is this trade data that companies are buying and selling? Let's unpack that core idea. So, at its heart, it's basically a super detailed record of everything moving across international borders. We're talking about products being imported, products being exported, who's sending them, and who's getting them. But here's the kicker. This isn't just random trivia you can look up online. It's a curated product that's collected, packaged up, and sold to businesses on a regular basis. The best way to think about it is this. It's like having a special window that gives you a crystal clear view of the entire global market. You're not just guessing what's going on based on news reports or industry rumors. You can actually see the shipments moving, who the players are, and the deals being made, pretty much as they happen. So if we're peering through that window, what do we actually see? What are the specific tidbits of information that make this data so ridiculously valuable? Come on, let's take a look inside and see what the key ingredients are. And the level of detail you get is just wild. This isn't just general stuff. You get the actual name and address of the company importing the goods and the company exporting them. You can often see who the original supplier or manufacturer was. You find out the exact country of origin, how much was shipped, and even the declared value of the entire consignment. This is the kind of stuff you can actually do something with. And really, this quote from our source document just nails it. The whole point is to get complete knowledge of what's happening with your product, not just in your backyard, but all over the world, in both local and international markets. It's about taking all that uncertainty and turning it into pure clarity. All right, so knowing all this is pretty cool, but information is only useful if you do something with it, right? So now let's get into the good part, how companies turn this raw data into a real strategic advantage. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? You've bought the report, you have this incredibly detailed list of who's shipping what to who. Now what? How does that actually help you win? Well, here's the playbook. First off, you get that complete 30,000-foot view of the market. Then, by seeing what everyone else is paying, you get real-world ideas for pricing. Number 3, and this one's huge, you can find new, maybe even better or cheaper suppliers just by seeing who your competitors are using. Fourth, you can flip that around and find new buyers for your own stuff by seeing who's already importing similar things. And finally, you can keep your own customer and sales lists totally up to date. So you see, it's not just about playing defense and keeping tabs on your rivals. This is a tool for going on offense. It's about proactively finding new leads. And as our source puts it so well, it's about exploring a new hidden world of business opportunities you would have never seen otherwise. This all sounds incredibly powerful, for sure, but is this just some niche tool that only a few giant corporations can use? I mean, who is actually using this information? Let's dig into the scope of its influence. And the answer is, well, it's pretty much anyone involved in making or moving physical goods. I mean, just look at this list from our source. It covers everything. We've got chemicals, pharma, auto parts, then you've got textiles, steel, and even basic foods like sugar and rice. This is not a niche product. It's a foundational tool for a massive part of the global economy. And that right there is why this matters to all of us, even if we're not in one of these businesses. The decisions that are made using this kind of data, a company switching to a cheaper supplier, targeting a new market, changing its prices, those decisions have ripple effects. They can ultimately impact the cost and quality of pretty much everything, from the car you drive to the clothes you're wearing right now. At the end of the day, it all comes back to a very simple but really powerful idea, and the source document says it perfectly. On time, useful information always matters. In the high-stakes, super-fast world of global business, having the right info at the right time, that can be the one thing that separates the winners from everyone else.
Which kind of leaves us with one last big question to chew on. In this modern global economy, where products and money can zip across the planet so easily, has information itself become the ultimate, most important competitive advantage of all? It's something to think about. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.